Hello and welcome to Council Recap, where we take the content of the City Council meetings and give you the breakdown. I'm Kayla Moeller. The meeting began with the President's Council giving a check to the HPD's K-9 unit. Plaques were also awarded to Bob Marcella and Norm and Royce Martin on behalf of the President's Council for their contributions to the City of Hawthorne. In the resolution portion of the meeting, Council approved Resolution 8377 proclaiming September 15th through October 15th, 2022 as Hispanic Heritage Month. This month recognizes the important contributions Hispanic and Latin Americans have made to the U.S. Currently, the Hispanic population makes up about 1/5 of the nation's total population, making people of Hispanic origin the nation's largest minority. In the public hearing portion of the meeting, the Council held 2 public hearings. The first was on amendments to the Consolidated Plan and 3 annual action plans for the use of Community Development Block Grant, or CDBG, and the Home Investment Partnership Funds. Council adopted the 2024 plan as well as the 2021 through 2023 action plans and authorized the city manager to submit them to the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development and to handle contracts with subrecipients of professional service providers. The second public hearing was on the draft 2021 to 2022 Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, known as CAPER, for CDBG and home programs. These programs contribute to the city's progress toward meeting the high priority needs identified in the Consolidated Plan, such as fair housing services, affordable housing preservation, and COVID-19 response. Council then authorized the city manager to submit the CAPER to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Then, in the ordinance portion of the meeting, Ordinance 2234 had its first reading, which will amend the Hawthorne Municipal Code to remove the position of Director of Building and Safety from the list of classified service and add it to the list of unclassified position. In the city manager's consent calendar, the city will receive its first installment of settlement funds to be used for opioid addiction prevention and abatement. The first payment is $27,260. Half of the funds will be allocated to the Hawthorne Police Department's Narcan program to promote the use and availability of naloxone, which is used to reverse overdoses at the earliest opportunity. The other half of the funds will go to Los Angeles Centers for Alcohol and Drug Abuse for opioid addiction treatment and rehabilitation in conjunction with its homeless outreach efforts. Next, Council approved the Dominguez Channel Watershed Management Group's annual payment. In conjunction with other agencies, this is a necessary step to comply with the state's National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System regulations. This includes fees for administration and reporting on stormwater pollution prevention activities and monitoring. Then Council agreed to update the rental and facility use policy for the Hawthorne Memorial Center. The city will also increase the damage and cleaning fee. This increase will ensure the city has adequate collateral in the event that there is damage or excess cleaning needed for the city facilities. Progress payment number 2 was approved to Sequel Contractors, Inc. for Local Street Improvement Project 2022. The work includes street reconstruction of selected neighborhoods within the city to improve safety and drivability. Then Council approved an additional funding request for J. Lee Engineering, Inc. to assist the city with plan checking and inspection services on significant projects and overflow work. Next, progress payment number 2 was approved for Martinez Landscape Company, Inc. for the Holly Glen Park and Jim Thorpe Park improvement projects. The work at Holly Glen includes removing and replacing play equipment, installing new exercise equipment. At Jim Thorpe, the work includes the installation of a shade canopy, construction of a PCC ADA ramp, and replacing play equipment. Then Council approved an agreement between the city and the Department of Transportation for maintenance services on the state right-of-way within local jurisdictional limits. This agreement allows for maintenance functions such as street sweeping, removal and disposal of litter and debris, and graffiti removal. The agreement will also work with Caltrans to maintain their right-of-way areas such as freeway ramps and embankments. Council also approved an agreement with the Department of Transportation to conduct a free dump day event. The event will take place on Saturday, October 8th, and it will be funded by the Clean California program. This is a multi-year initiative in an effort to keep roads and waterways free of litter. Residents will be invited to drop off their bulky items, paper for shredding, and electronic waste at the Betty Ainsworth parking lot located on El Segundo Boulevard from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The city entered into an agreement with Southern California Edison for a vault replacement at City Hall. The work includes removal of the existing vault and installing a concrete slab and reconnecting it to the new transformer. Next, Council approved membership dues payment to the South Bay City's Council of Governments for fiscal year 2022 through 2023. The South Bay COG is a joint power authority government agency of 16 cities in Los Angeles County, which aims to maximize the quality of life and productivity of the South Bay region of Los Angeles. Then, Council approved Amendment Number 1 of Professional Services Agreements with LDM Associates, Inc. for the administration of the CDBG and home programs, which include the fiscal year 2022 Community Project Grant. Council then approved blanket purchase order for fiscal year 2022 through 2023 to vendors that provide goods and services to the city on an as-needed basis. In the city attorney's consent calendar, one claim was denied. Well, that's it for the meeting this week. Thank you for joining us for Council Recap. Remember, you can always watch City Council meetings in their entirety by going to www.youtube.com and searching for Hawthorne Community Television. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you next time.